So you may be thinking, but Lynda, how could you possibly know what it's like for me? I am so burnt out. Trust me, I know. I've burnt out several times. They've always looked a little bit different. The first time I experienced burnout, I didn't even realize it was burnout. I was in my corporate job. It was a huge corporate job. Loved it. But I would cry driving home every single night. Couldn't understand why I was always crying. I was in constant fight mode. So I was always on. And alongside that, what would happen is I had so much hair loss. Our plug used to block up every single day in the shower. I was losing so much hair. I had hormonal acne, never even had hormonal acne as a teenager, but had this terrible hormonal acne I just couldn't clear. I'd lost my menstrual cycle. I had chronic bloating and chronic constipation. So it could easily go 2 weeks without going because I was so stressed. I just like couldn't go anymore. Again, didn't realize that's what it was. I had really bad migraines. I'd get shooting pains behind my right eye, horrendous brain fog, plus many more symptoms. And the only reason when I like started to take notice was when I started to get memory loss. So in 1 week, I got 2 parking tickets. The first time I'd gone to the machine, it was pay and display. I'd gone and paid. I walked off and I didn't put the ticket in my car. Just forgot in that moment. A few days later, it was the opposite. It was like, well, you pay after you got back. So I went to the machine, put my ticket in, paid, got back to my car. I'm like, where's my ticket? Where's my ticket? Couldn't find my ticket. I was like, where's my card? I'd literally left my ticket and my card in the machine because like I just had this memory loss. Like I just forget what I was doing, where I was and what I was doing it for, right? So that was the first time I experienced burnout. I didn't even realize it was burnout until I learned everything I learned and look back and I'm like, okay, I'm totally burnt out at that point, right? I then completely burnt out postnatally. So massive sleep deprivation, 2 years co-sleeping and breastfeeding. My youngest, who's still feeding 4 to 5 times a night at 2 years old. There was a lot going on that I won't dive into. But I had really bad postnatal depression. And I also completely burnt myself out because I wouldn't ask for help. I wouldn't like get any support with the feeding or childcare. I was just like completely depleted. And that for me was just absolute, never feeling like I woke up from AM to PM, horrendous sleep, not helped by the fact I had a child, and just this like chronic depression as well. And I've also like slipped into burnout other times, but pulled myself back more quickly. But the burnout is like physical, mental, and emotional. So wherever you are, in terms of your burnout journey, whatever you're experiencing, trust me, I've been there in one form or another at one time or another. And I've worked with so many clients now. We've had hundreds of clients go out through burnout with recovery. Alongside all of my clients, I've worked with one-to-one, and these tools work. This is like the perfect combination of healing the body, healing the mind, healing from those subconscious beliefs that are driving the behaviors that are burning us out. You know, why couldn't I ask for help? Well, it was a fear of rejection. It was a fear of someone saying no. And if they said no, that meant they didn't love me. And rather than find out that someone didn't love me and reject me, I just wouldn't ask for that help. Why was I a workaholic? Because all of my value was wrapped up in how much I did. And I only thought I was valuable to people when I was doing and working and achieving. So I became this workaholic. XYZ, right? So what are the behaviors that are burning you out? We work on that. We release all the trauma stored in the body from stressful events when we were younger. We nourish the body and bring it back into healing. You learn the tools to understand the language of your nervous system. Notice when you're going into an escalated state, you're going into fight. Know how to bring yourself down into regulation. Notice when you're going down into shutdown. Know how to bring yourself back. And balance your cortisol level so you have great energy across the day. We're not having these peaks and troughs. It's not tired in the morning, having an afternoon crash, and then wired after 11 o'clock if you stay up too late. We're going to work on it all. I'm so proud of the 12-week program. I'm even more proud, I feel emotional, of the experience I'm developing for you guys so it can stay as a lifetime community. Anyway, someone's just come to the door. I need to go and answer it. Please reach out if you've got any questions. I'm looking forward to supporting you. Lots of love.